Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's New York taking on San Diego. First pitch coming your way next.
For the fastball, the second baseman, Adalberto Mondesi.
And here it comes. Adalberto Mondesi now at the plate as he swings through strike one. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Started to swing, held up. And there's a ball.
One strike.
Swing and a miss. Full count now. The tag and he's out. Here is Aaron Judge.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
Judge enjoyed success at the major league level right away. He hit 52 home runs as a rookie, breaking Mark McGwire's record, and became the first Yankee to win Rookie of the Year since some guy named Derek Jeter.
And a pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the big-time power threat, Jose Ramirez. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
2 outs, base is empty. To the right side. Nice grab. To his knee, the throw. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And we're back. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ozzie Smith. The pitch. Puts a bunt down. Mondesi fires over to first. Just got him, and he was burning up the baseline. Now batting Jarren Duran. And a swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Judge is there. Hauls it in for the out. That's out number 2. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. He won the high school home run derby in 2018. They held the events between rounds during MLB's home run derby at Nationals Park.
Such a cool experience for Bobby Witt Jr. He had 8 homers in 76 seconds, hitting in front of major leaguers and 43,000 plus fans inside the stadium. Man, my adrenaline would have been pumping in that moment.
That one almost got him. Swings and misses, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the left fielder, Mickey Mantle. And there's a foul ball.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
Next offering is outside. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. A gigantic blast. And they jump out front. It's 1-0. Here's some real power at the plate. Ken Griffey Jr. And a big swing and a miss.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And strike two. The punch out there, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Next to hit, Hank Aaron. Pitch misses inside, and that's ball one. 1 out, bases empty.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Throws to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. This is Corbin Carroll. He was late there, strike one.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
This one in the air. Makes the grab, and that is that. We head to the bottom of the second. Luis Arraez stands in. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Wouldn't chase that time. Donaldson delivers. Sliced hard but foul. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. And gone. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. And it ties it up. It's 1-1. Shohei Ohtani now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. And that one is lifted in the air. Judge has it sized up. Puts it away for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Aaron Judge at the plate now as he chases after that one. One run across in the frame so far. Bottom half of inning number 2. On the ground. Ramirez sends it to first. Judge out on the play. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Just missed. That one missed.
After giving up that home run earlier, it just doesn't seem like he wants to challenge him.
That one misses. 3-0. And that's ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Teoscar Hernandez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Outside low. Ball 1. 2 outs. That misses. And it's 2-1. And another ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it. So 2 down, and now Pudge Rodriguez. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Right through there for a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins in this situation.
Got him. inning over, and it could have been worse. And we're back. New inning getting started. And here's the catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. Burnett back to work. To third. Witt over to first. That takes care of Rodriguez. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Witt goes 6'1", 23 years old. A former first-round pick back in 2019. And that's in there for strike one.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL/NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boog. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
And the pitch. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So the lineup flips over. Adalberto Mondesi up to the plate. Swing and a miss. Slider right there.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Two down, nobody on. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Tied up here in the early going. And the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Ozzie Smith. The pitch. Into the zone for a strike. 0-1. And he bunts, but that's foul. Strike 2. Donaldson winds and fires. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And he deals. That's off the mark, and it's 1-2. The pitch. Drops a bunt down the first base side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this. And here is Jarren Duran. Late with the swing there.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, dude.
Step off throw to first. Back in there standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Good feed. That's one. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Now here is Bobby Witt Jr.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
That's down and in. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And now the lefty. And downstairs. Duran leads off first with 1 away. Now snap throw to first. Dives back, and he's out. That one finds the corner. And the count is even, 2-2. Got him swinging. Start of the 4th. Now it's going to be Aaron Judge. The pitch. And that one fouled off.
You know, this group of hitters, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Got him. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Now it's Jose Ramirez. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Swings through that one out in front that time.
He's gotten into a really good rhythm, set down 7 in a row. He just wants to get the baseball and deliver it as quickly as possible. Keep the momentum going.
Righty delivers. Inside, almost got him. And down on strikes. Out number 2. Here's a big power threat. Mickey Mantle. He's already homered in this game. Fought off foul. And that's off the inside edge. And the count even 1-1. Two outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. On the ground right side, Marte fires over to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Bottom 4, and now the first baseman, Luis Arias. And a pitch. And that's downstairs and outside. There's a strike.
Well, these players doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Wouldn't chase that time.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
In the air to left down the line. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. It's Aaron Judge now. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Ball one there. And you played behind guys, and they loved having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. 2 down, nobody on. That one finds the zone. 1 and 2.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump. And defense.
And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now the DH, Ken Griffey Jr. As he turns on the rubber and with that good live arm delivers.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Righty to the plate. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
At the belt and fires. Smith. There's one.
He's out.
On to first, double play.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's Ketel Marte. Here comes a pitch. And a foul ball. 0-1. That's a little bit low. Swings through that one.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Had him way out front of the slur. And now Teoscar Hernandez. He reached out to walk his first time. Stepping in, Jimmy Rollins.
The designated hitter.
And the pitch. And that's outside. And we're underway. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
I got a ball, one strike.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Nothing but curveball so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know what to look for because you start wondering if they'll keep coming with it or if they'll try to speed you up.
Kicks and fires. Got him swinging. Pulled the string on the changeup. Ellie De La Cruz digs in now. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
So here's a fun note on Ellie. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you promoted in the minors.
The shortstop takes the ball.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. One out, base is empty. And there's a ball.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Mantle makes the play, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Bill Mazeroski. Flips the corner, and it's 0-1. Mazeroski starting up the middle at second, 23 years old. He's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in West Virginia. The 0-2. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. A massive home run. And it gives them the lead in the first. It's 1-0.
I think he was anticipating the hitter to be caught off guard by how slow that changeup was. But to his credit, very patient, waited for it, and he turned it around.
2 outs, nobody on. Now it's the power speed combo. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Two down, nobody on. Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Adalberto Mondesi up to the plate. The wind and the pitch. And a foul ball. Donaldson delivers. Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. Pumping serious gas at 1-0-2 on that one. Here comes Aaron Judge. On the ground to third. Jump throw across his body. Judge out on the play.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced. Exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Jose Ramirez, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1. Swings through that.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
That one ripped. Settles underneath it. Makes the play, and that's out number 3. Back here in Denver, all set for the start of the inning. Here's Jose Ramirez. That one fouled off. And the righty deals.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He'll touch them all. It's 2-0.
Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
Now here's the switch hitting power threat, Mickey Mantle.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the right-hander deals. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the second. Left-hand batter waits. Pitch misses.
2 strikes.
And the count is 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3. And now Jorge Posada. Lifted in the air, right center field. Judge is under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And back here at Coors Field, bottom half of it. Number 2, digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Mickey Mantle. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Next one in the dirt. Kicks and deals. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the
1
miss.
ball, 2 strikes.
Registers the punch out and hits 101. Next is the designated hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase. Griffey was an instant sensation when he burst onto the major league scene back in 1989. A sweet swinging 19-year-old kid, and he got to play alongside his dad. He was a special player.
The first baseman.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Mantle going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. And we're back on to the 3rd inning. Now the left fielder, Gunnar Henderson. And first offering is fouled off.
Boog, we're watching a pitcher on the mound who can do it all. Ryan has one of the best fastballs we've ever seen, and he's as durable as they come. Nobody strikes out batters like the Ryan Express.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings and misses, struck him out. And the batter now, Jimmy Rollins. His first at-bat was a strikeout. Out to short, Witt. Throws to first in time. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. So digging in, Elly De La Cruz. That one at triple digits.
0-1's the count.
1 on the gun. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
He was all over that one. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to...
Runner on the move. Cut on and miss.
0-1.
Man, is he fast.
No, he
It's so
didn't.
fun to watch.
Throw. Save. Punch too late with the toss. And he blows that one by him at 100.
No ball,
Well, you
2
can't
strikes.
expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here. Make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
1 ball. 2
Squirts
strikes.
away a little bit. To third. Tag. Got him. They don't come much closer than that. Bottom of the inning. This is Corbin Carroll. The wind of the pitch. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1's
Here's
the
a
count.
fun fact on Corbin, and I don't know if everyone remembers their first jersey, but Carroll certainly does. He used to rock an Ichiro Suzuki growing up.
On its way to the corner. On the run towards the line. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out. And now the catcher comes up to him. Pudge Rodriguez. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Mantle. Long run on his horse. But it's the center fielder who gets there. And there's 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun.
0-1's the count.
Way out front for strike 2.
0-2.
2 out. Space is empty. And that just misses.
It's a good take.
Two outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Battling here as he fouls it away. Donaldson winds and fires. That one misses. Full count, 3-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Back here in Denver, on to the 4th. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Bill Mazeroski. And it's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. On the ground, right side. Tosses to the pitcher, covering the bag. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Jose Ramirez. He's always a threat at the plate.
He's been flexing his power in the majors for a long time now. His first career home run was to right field right here inside Yankee Stadium in 2014. The right fielder that day for the Yankees, Ichiro Suzuki. Even he couldn't catch that one.
And another ball. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, the long ball threat at Alberto Mondesi. And here it comes. Mondesi goes 6'1", 185 pounds, Usually a shortstop, but today he's starting at second base.
0-2 is the count.
There's a swing and a drive. Makes a move towards the gap. He makes the grab, and there's one away. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. And Judge spoils that one. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away. Now it's Jose Ramirez. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And he hits a ground ball right side. And he's out on the tag. What? We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Mickey Mantle. And a swing and a miss there.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Headed down the line. Puts it away for the out. Next to hit, Jackson Merrill. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. The hit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Ground ball up the middle. Safe at first as they can't make the play. 1 gone, runner at first. And now the switch hitting catcher, Jorge Posada. Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Lays out and makes the play.
It's hard to believe a man that large is that athletic. Just a great diving catch by Aaron Judge. And when he hits the ground, everybody feels it.
Gunnar Henderson now at the plate. That one at triple digits.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence. But in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
2 outs. Up and in. And a count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the big-time power threat, Mickey Mantle. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, these guys just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Got him. And that's the first out. Here's some real power at the plate. Ken Griffey Jr. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. The line to kick the pitch. And that one is inside ball 1.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
The pitch. He goes down looking. Hank Aaron getting ready to hit. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
That misses.
That's a ball.
And it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. I say you win.
Well, this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it. Top six. And now Jimmy Rollins. And a pitch. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And there's one away.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but, hey, you got to keep swinging it.
De La Cruz in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Check swing, but he went too far. And it's 1-1. One down, base is empty.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fouls one off. 2-2. The pitch. And another ball.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Bill Mazeroski. And that's in the dirt. Swing and a miss at 99 miles an hour. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 outs. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And the pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strike. Back here at Coors Field. And the batter now, Corbin Carroll. Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
That one missed.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk. That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
Tries to get back and save.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Fouled off. He was late. Next pitch is outside. Swing and a miss as he was late.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
So up next, Bobby Witt Jr. Check swing, appeal to first. No, he held up. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. That one catches the zone. That's strike 1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Oh, and he hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Back to the top of the lineup at the plate. Adalberto Mondesi. Softly hit to third. Goes to second. Safe there. So bases loaded with 1 away. Aaron Judge at the plate.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That one's in there. And now it's even 1-1. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Here's the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings and misses. That is strike two. Donaldson kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, struck him out. We go to the top of the seventh, and here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Ryan back to work. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. So digging in, Jose Ramirez. He's already homered here in this one. The 0-1. That one is upstairs. Falling behind 2-1. Bases empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. And that's outside.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back. Tattooed and gone.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Base is empty, one away. Mickey Mantle will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. And that's outside. The punch out there. 2 away now. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Jackson Merrill. And he deals. Strike 2.
0-2.
And he grounds one to the right side. In plenty of time to first, and the inning is. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Mickey Mantle.
You got to be kidding me right here. Is he going to put him on?
So the leadoff guy being intentionally walked to get to the slugger. Okay. Junior now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. In the dirt, but kept close. Nice job behind the plate there.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Hank Aaron digs in now.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap.
Makes the catch. Takes it to the bag himself and doubles him off. Back here in Denver, we're at the top of the 8th, and here's the catcher, Jorge Posada. Tanner Scott gets the call from the pen. He has a great slider with tons of movement. That missed by a lot. 1-0. Left field sizes this one up. One down. So up next, Gunnar Henderson. And a swing and a miss. Scott, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
One down, base is empty. Look out! And it hit him.
Well, that pitch right there didn't even sniff the zone. He was all out of whack on that delivery.
So the batting order turns over. Jimmy Rollins now at the plate. First offering, runner goes. Ground ball right side, sneaks through, base hit. And that's the second out of the inning on the first play.
Feel that they weren't overzealous there. Just take the sure out, keep the runner out of scoring position.
Man at first, Ellie De La Cruz getting ready to hit. The shortstop takes the ball.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Outside. And that's ball three. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Mazeroski stands in with two away as he takes a ball just off the inside edge.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
Scott checks the runner, and he's back in on a dive. First and second, two down, and we're in the top of the eighth. Stays alive. Drilled to right, way back there, and that is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack on three. It's 6-0.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So two away with nobody on. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Daniel Bard gets the call to the mound.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the...
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. It bangs off the wall. Guerrero into second, and he's got a double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Ramirez at the plate with two away, swings through that one. Pitch misses outside. Now 1-2. Guerrero at second with two down. Next pitch is outside. At the belt and fires. And another ball. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. And this lineup is still hitless as we begin the eighth. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Josh Gibson.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
As the lefty gets to work. Wouldn't chase that time.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just Throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
2-0 to count. Here it comes.
3-0.
Looks like an intentional walk after falling behind 3-0. Didn't want to risk nibbling.
All these fans aren't really loving that. To walk him intentionally there seems pretty unnecessary, and he's a guy they paid to come and watch.
In the dirt.
0-1's the count.
Well done behind the dish. Right-handed reliever.
Nope, outside.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
When the leadoff man gets on, you want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Oh, and this one's hammered, and it's not coming back, and there goes the bid in history. Their first hit finally comes on a homer. It's 6-2. Bobby Witt Jr., the next to hit. He's 0 for 1. Pinch hitter coming on. Jackson Merrill. Almost got him. Nobody on, nobody out. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball there. Hit hard on the ground to short. Swings to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. So digging in at Alberto Mondesi. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Trey Turner. Runner on first and one down for him. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. That was blasted to the moon. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 6-4.
I love the approach as a pinch hitter right there. Don't let him steal a strike on you just because you're coming in cold off the bench. If you get something to handle, jump all over it. And he was on that one. That's a big boost to the dugout.
1 out, base is empty. Jose Ramirez will hit next.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That one is absolutely belted. Hits the fence. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Now here is Mickey Mantle.
Nope.
Just missed.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2.
2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup. And next is the designated hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. Pitch misses there, and it's 1-0. High fly ball out towards left field. On the move. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. here at Coors Field. All set to start the ninth in this one. And now the center fielder, Mickey Mantle. The pitch. And that one hit 97 on the gun. The pitch. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Lifted in the air, right field. Gibson hustling after it. Pulls it down, and there's two gone.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Hot shot to third. Toss to Aaron, and that is that. Bottom of the ninth. Now at the plate. Hank Aaron. Here comes a pitch. And it skips in the dirt. Missed with a changeup. And that's ball two. Kicks and fires. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The 2-1. And there's a foul ball. 2-2 down. Got him. And there's one down. Josh Gibson stepping in now. The walk and a run scored his first time. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. 0-1. And a foul ball. And a pitch. And they'll do it again. Base is empty, one away here in the last half of inning number 9. Hit hard, that gets through.
Everything came together for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now a chance for Pudge Rodriguez.
0-1.
The tying run at the plate.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And that's down and away.
2 strikes.
Ground ball to the right side. Mazeroski throw on to first. And they're down to their last out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Merrill swings through it for strike 1.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
So now a pinch hitter, Ozzie Smith.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here. Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Down and in, moved his feet. Soto is just 1 strike away. Got him! And that is the ball game. And this one ends with a final score of 6-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. just about ready to go. Our starter in this one, Ranger Suarez.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And that one fouled off. And a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it. For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
0-2 now. And a swing and a miss. One out in the top of the first. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And he swings through that one. Ohtani measures 6 feet 4 inches, 210 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year.
0-2.
One down, base is empty. Look out.
You hit him.
That fastball drilled him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Well, right now he's thinking, man, I wish that would have been an off-speed pitch, but instead a fastball, and you can tell that hurts a little bit.
With the go-ahead run at first, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
And delivers outside.
3-0.
There's the strike, and now 3-1.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Kicks and deals. Got him swinging.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trusting your stuff. Just 1 out away from getting out of a huge jam.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Sliding, and he makes the catch.
Well, he had to.
Bottom of the first. And now it's going to be Trey Turner. The wind of the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
And that's in the dirt. Swing and a miss.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
2-2 down. And down on strikes. Now 1 away. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And a big swing and a miss.
0 balls, 1 strike.
One out, base is empty. Pitch is in the dirt. 1-2 to count. And another ball. And a pitch. Back to right. Betts settles underneath it. Calls it in, 2 away. And time now for the Phillies lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Look, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
Hit in the air, center field. As this one sized up, brings it in, and that is the inning. Second inning set to go. The batter now will be Will Smith. Pitch in the dirt, and that is ball 1. And now the lefty chases that one upstairs.
That looked like a case of deciding to swing no matter what. That pitcher's
couldn't catch up to the heater. Muncy digs in. This guy with light tower power. To the right side. Stop. They get the out on Muncy.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Tommy Edman stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Two down, nobody on. There's the swing and a miss. Second inning here, no score. That one not close. And that's ball one. Eddie started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he held up. Two outs. Right through there, got it. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Back now at Fenway. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Bryce Harper. That one misses. Ball one. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. And now it's Alec Bohm.
These types of mistakes usually turn out to be costly this late in the ball game. Things can really slip away in a hurry.
Out to center. Sizing this one up. Hauls it in, and there's one away. This is Bryson Stott. In the dirt. And the runner stays where he is. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss. Harper at first, one gone. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. Left-hand batter waits. Up the middle. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And the go-ahead run into scoring position. One away.
No, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high-leverage spot right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Had a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Nothing happening on the bases, though.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Brandon Marsh goes after that one for strike one. Swing and a miss as he was late.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
2 on, 2 outs. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Smith gathers, throws. That completes the strike. Back in Boston, here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. Suarez back to work. That one way outside. 1-0. And fouled off. The wind of the pitch. And a count 1-2. Puts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Fought off foul. One down, base is empty. There's a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Checks his swing. Now would appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. The line to kick the pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
0-2 now as he swings through it. 2 outs, base is empty. Struck him out looking. Back here at Fenway as we go to the last of the third. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. First pitch misses. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Righty to the plate.
2-1.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. So the Philly batting order turns over, and here's the Phillies leadoff man, Trey Turner. That one is absolutely belted. Not in time. He's got a double.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Now just 1 swing.
A new arm into the game, the righty, Bobby Miller. And now Kyle Schwarber. And he blows that one by him at 100. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
This guy's got good power with 1 swing. He can win it for him.
Well, he's just glad that he got hit with an off-speed pitch there instead of a fastball. Man, that would have hurt a lot more if it had velocity.
Swung on, belted. Betts ranging back. Wow! Ball game! It just got out of here. And the Phillies walk it off. Mookie Betts will get us started. The pitch. And a foul ball. Oh, 1 down. Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And Betts is set down. And there's 1 down. Here's Shohei Ohtani. In the air, right field. Snags it for the 2nd out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Check swing, no appeal.
That's big right there, being able to check your swing. Think about the count swing. Instead of 0-2, he's sitting 1-1 against a really good arm.
And that one is lifted in the air. Castellanos makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And now for the Phillies, Trey Turner.
The shortstop.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
Here's a 1-1. And that skips in the dirt. And it's even up. Righty delivers. And this is inside.
Count is full.
Swings through it for the K. Smith gathers, throws in time. And the drop third strike leads to the first out. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. That one drifts inside. Yamamoto, 25 years old, and he was born in Japan. Check swing. He went. And the count 1-1. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. Gone. A soaring shot to center. It's 1-0.
That's some Schwarber power for you right there.
Bounced up the middle. Throw on to Freeman, and Castellanos is out. 2 outs, base is empty. Bryce Harper to the plate. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
There's the strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Got him. That's the inning. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. It's now 1-0. Major League Baseball is on the show. New inning getting started. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. And here it comes. Swings through that one for strike 1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
And a pitch. Got him! And quickly one away in the second. And up to the plate is Will Smith. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with one away. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. There's the strike.
No ball, 1 strike.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone.
And down on strikes he goes. Now 2 away.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the top of the second. The shortstop takes the ball.
Right now they're looking for something hit hard into the gaps. Give them an opportunity with 2 outs to score that run from first.
And he deals. Line drive. And it gets down for a base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. The throw in, and they hold the tying run at third. Throw up the stop sign, even with 2 away.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Great hands on that swing to take the...
And that one gets away at the plate. Tag, and he's out at the plate. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Back inside Fenway Park, bottom half of inning number 2, and now it's Alec Bohm. First pitch swinging.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
0-2.
The pitch. And down on strikes. 1 out. This is Bryson Stott. Strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. The wind of the pitch. And ball 1. And look out as that one ran in and got him. He had him 1-2 and he ends up hitting him with a pitch.
You know, the best way to forget about the pain is inflicting some pain, and working your way around the bases and touching home plate is a way to stick it to that other team.
The throw, tag, and he's out.
Wow, what an incredible throw right there. And he might not have had time to get to his feet and catch that runner. That's an incredible display.
Back-to-back batters hit by a pitch now. Runner at first with 2 away. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Next one misses. 1-1. 2 outs. Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul.
Well, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Tosses to first. That ends the inning. Phillies strand 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Top half of the 3rd inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. Swung on, belted. Rojas going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. And now it's Gavin Lux. Outfield playing pretty shallow. Trying to close out a 1-run lead. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Got him. 2 out.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
So it's their last chance in this one. Now it's Mookie Betts. That one fouled off. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And it's off the Green Monster. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it, and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time. And now a crucial opportunity to tie up this game with another base hit.
And it's quickly 0-2. The designated hitter. The Dodgers down to their final strike. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And that ends the ball game. The tying run left stranded at second.
They say a solo shot won't beat you, but that definitely doesn't apply in a 3-inning game.
And a 1. on the. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. As the lefty gets to work. Ground ball to Bohm. Zips it to first. And a quick out, number one. Take a look at the lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and a guy is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
And that one is in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
3-2.
1 down, base is empty. And there's ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Aaron Judge swings through it for strike 1. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Not close with that one. Ball 1. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. And a base hit on the line. And a go-ahead run into scoring position. 1 away. Anthony Rizzo steps to the plate. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Coming around third is Soto. In comes the first run of the game. It's 1-0 Yankees.
Big swing of the bat right there to give him the lead. That was clutch. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
In the dirt. No movement on the base. It's ball 1. Two on, 1 out. Late with the swing there.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
That missed by a lot. And a count 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one misses. 3-1. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3 double play. And the inning is over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. And the home team down a run. And digging in for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. The pitch. And there's the strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
Ball 1 there. The pitch.
2-1.
Bounce to the right. Torres throws to first in time. 1 gone, bottom half of the first. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. And a swing and a miss there.
Get a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Next offering is down low. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Schmidt, 28 years
No
old.
ball. One strike.
A former first-round pick back in 2017. Bounced out to short. Volpe. To first. And Castellanos is out. And the Phillies are set down in order. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. The pitch. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Got him to chase one above the zone there. Clyde Washington with home plate duties in this one.
A little bit of a low zone move from Clyde. Nothing crazy, though. Pitchers that work consistently down around the knees and are able to command their off-speed stuff tend to have some pretty good success with him back there behind the plate.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. Swings and misses.
No
That's
ball.
strike one.
Strike.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. And he can't make the play.
When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to, and you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Gleyber goes. That's in for a strike. For the second. Out there. And the inning. Back here at Fenway, bottom of the inning. And now here is Harper. Schmidt back to work. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1.
Right side. Torres. One up, one down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Alec Bohm, the next to hit, takes ball one. Laser, base hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
One down, Phillies down a run. Swing and a miss.
One strike.
And it's 1-1.
2 ball. One strike.
Squirts away a little bit. And the runner holds. And the righty deals. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Goes to second for 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. Back here in Boston, now the left fielder, Alex Verdugo. And the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. And that's in the dirt. And the count even 1-1. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Castellanos makes the catch. 1 up, 1 down. Back to the top of the Yankee order. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. Foul ball. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. And a pitch. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. In time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Soto, the next to hit, takes outside. gets in the dirt. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That misses the zone, and the count is 3-1. Ground ball right side, and that one handled. Gathers and throws to first. Back here at Fenway Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it is JT Realmuto. Swing and a miss.
1 strike.
And it's 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Outside low. Now 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Way outside, 2-2. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that skips into dirt. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And a big swing and a miss. A 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. In the dirt. And 1-1. Wouldn't chase that time.
Oh, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
That's down and in.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with a 3-1 count.
Trying to close out a 1-run lead here in the last half of the 3rd. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
And here is Johan Rojas. Bunting for a hit. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. And no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard. Back to the top of the lineup. Trey Turner now. A little out front there as he swings through it. Marsh over at second. Rojas over at first with 1 away. Swings and misses. 0-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Now a check on him at second, back safely. And a 1-2. That one down the line, and it gets by him. Runner around third on his way to the plate. 1 runs in.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing.
Jonathan Loaisiga gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And never any
Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat, but this team does not want to let him beat him.
That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. Phillies with a run-scoring double. All even at 1 apiece. You're watching. Back here in Boston, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Aaron Judge. Welcome back, and now on the mound to start the 4th, Zach Wheeler. Here comes a pitch. The other way, and it stays fair. Now it rolls down into the corner. Throws to second. He pulls into second, and a run comes in to score.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
And a foul ball. Wouldn't chase that time. Inside, just missed. And a pitch. Ground ball, left side. Throws across the diamond. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. That one in the dirt, and it's 1-0. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. And they add a couple more. It's 4-1.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Kicks and fires. Got it by him for the K.
Well, he just had no answer for that hard inside fastball right there. Just blew it by him. And not every pitcher likes working inside, especially with 2 strikes. They don't want to hit a batter and waste an opportunity to put him away. But if you can locate that fastball just like he did, most hitters aren't looking for it, and it becomes very difficult to get a piece of.
And a strike to Gleyber.
Well, that's that slope right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Swings and misses. Couldn't hit the fastball. Ready to go, bottom 4. And now the first baseman, Bryce Harper. Loaisiga back to work. And that is cut on and missed. And that's strike 1. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1-2.
Swings here and blasts one left field. Verdugo ranging back. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
Tried to take on the wind in left field right there. Just a little too much traffic up in the air. Mother Nature won that one. It's hard to say, but I think that might be gone otherwise.
Boom. Now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. This one in the dirt. Throw gets by him at second. The 1-1. And a base hit into right center field.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
This is Bryson Stott. And a swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
And that one fouled off.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand.
Got him. 2 gone now. So they're down to their final out. JT Realmuto stands in for the Phillies.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Just missed.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
And the tying run is on base. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way off.
New pitcher on now, Tim Hill.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
2-1.
With the winning run at the plate here in extra innings. Swing and a miss. 2-2. And another ball. So both runners should be on the move here on the full count pitch.
Yeah, this is a good chance to tie up this ball game. See if he can
bounce to the right side. And that is the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
And your final 4-2. Just about set to go. And on the mound now, Corbin Burnes.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And Mike Fillmore right on it. He says he held up. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Evan Carter stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And a big swing and a miss. Late that time, and it's strike 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gunnar Henderson. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Always fun watching DeGrom go to work on the mound. He's so good, and as a 2-time Cy Young Award winner, he's got the honors to back it up. Won those awards in 2018 and 2019, becoming the first National League pitcher to go back-to-back since Clayton Kershaw.
And it's strike 2.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
And now it's even up.
It's a good take.
Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. Jorge Mateo now. Swings through that. DeGrom, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a two-seamer. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Gassed it right by him. Anthony Santander at the plate. On the ground to the left. And that's just foul.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
And downstairs. Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. And we're back. Second inning set to go. And now the right fielder, Adolis Garcia. And that one fouled off. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. Time to look at our umpiring crew in this one. Kenny Jansen behind the plate.
Yeah, and expect a little inconsistency on the corners. He doesn't make any wild calls, but he does give and take there a little bit. So he doesn't have the easiest strike zone to figure out, especially as the game goes on when you're expecting it to be.
Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees. Now, Josh Smith. Hit on the ground to the right side. O'Hearn takes it himself, and that quickly 2 away. Here's Josh Young.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
2 down, nobody on.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Next pitch is outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count. One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
2 outs. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. No, he held up. And the right-hander deals. Got him! That's out number 3. Bottom of the second. Leading off, Colton Cowser. DeGrom back to work. That one missed. That's outside. Now 2-0. Right-hander kicks, deals. And a foul ball. Makes the count 2-1.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Now all even up. And a swing and a miss. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Here's Adley Rutschman. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
1 strike.
And there's a ball. All tied up, bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. The throw. Safe.
The effort from both players involved in this play just really stands out to me. I mean, you got the diving stoppage short, which was outstanding, and how can you not love the hustle flying down the line? That's just great baseball at an extremely high level.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. No score here in the second. Now they've got him in a rundown. Throw is high and over his head. He scores to tie it up. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. Ball one, no strikes.
1 ball, no strikes.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
This to center field. Taveras moving under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Jonah Heim. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Ball one low. And that one upstairs. At the belt and fires. Got the back going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. And that's the first out. Here's Leody Taveras. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That's a base hit.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stat.
1-0.
And that one almost got him.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
If you were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take.
Runner on the go. Got him swinging. Go to second. And that'll let. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And into the box for Baltimore, Jordan Westburg. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
That one is absolutely belted. Garcia on a dead sprint, racing back, and it's off the wall. Around second now as they still don't have it. Here comes the runner. Whoa, not in time, and they walk it off. And here is Marcus Semien. The pitch. Outside low. And that's how this game gets started. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Got him swinging.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
The shortstop takes the ball.
You know, Corey Seager would have been named the American League MVP in 2023 if it wasn't for some guy named Shohei Ohtani. It's tough to outshine a two-way player, but Seager did his best by putting together a full season with impressive numbers.
2-2.
Kicks and deals.
Full count.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Seager may not have won the regular season MVP award in 2023, but he was named World Series MVP for the 2nd time in his career, hitting a home run for the Rangers in games 1, 3, and 4.
0-1.
Now the 0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2. 1-2.
In the dirt, blocked. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 now. Wouldn't chase that time.
Clearly he didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
And a pitch. Tap dances out of the way of that one.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion.
Couldn't catch up to the heater.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
Adolis Garcia stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. And he deals.
2-1.
In the dirt, runner holds. Count goes to 2-1. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Cowser on the move. Makes the catch up against the wall in foul territory. Now it's the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. The wind and the pitch. There's the strike. DeGrom, the former rookie of the year. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a 2-seamer. In the air, left side. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away. Jorge Mateo now.
You always have to worry about the fastball when facing DeGrom, Boog. I mean, it's an electric pitch for him, and he's usually pumping it in at about 100 miles per hour, which makes him one of the hardest throwing pitchers in the league.
Got him as he tried to bunt his way aboard. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit, and when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Anthony Santander in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. Misses the zone and he gets him to chase. 2 outs, base is empty. That one ripped. Forget it. He circles the bases. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1.
1 strike.
Late on that fastball.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Into center. Taveras going after it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're dialed into the show. Burns back to work. Josh Smith at the plate now. That's ball 1. Base hit right field. So a man on base to start the inning. Here's Josh Young. Swing and a miss. Ugly swing right there.
1 strike.
That breaking ball is in for a strike, and quickly it is 0-2. Righty to the plate. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. With the go-ahead run at the plate here at the top of the second. Now a fly ball to right center. Makes the grab, 1 away. Here's Nathaniel Lowe, known for his late inning heroics. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Go to second.
Wow, what a great throw from his knees right there. You're not going to see that every day. Such a long throw from the plate to second base. So to have no bottom half behind it, but still deliver a seed on target, so impressive. And most catchers practice that throw, but not many have the arm strength to actually make it work in a game. What makes him special is a lot of pitchers lose movement in their stuff the deeper they go into a game, but he's just different. We see plenty of break in his pitches, even when he's running a little low in the tank. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
And now here is Jonah Heim. And strike one to the catcher.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
In the air, left field, down the line, brings it in, and that's the third out. We head to the bottom of the second, and now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman. And that one fouled off. DeGrom, certainly one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and double-digit strikeouts are not out of the norm in his starts. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Ball one there.
He wants to give the bullpen the day off and the defense behind him because he knows he can strike anybody out. And the way that hitters are swinging, they're trying to lift, trying to get the ball in the air. He's going to take advantage of that.
Struck him out swinging. The high heat too much on that one. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Popped up. 2 away. There's a process too, right? The way he goes about setting up hitters.
Yeah, and he's coming right at you. He's going to get ahead in the count. And when you're a hitter and you find yourself 0-2, 1-2 with a guy who has 3 to 4 pitches that are nasty, you are very defensive. And he plays upon that, and many times he comes out on top.
Out to short. Seager sends it across to first, and the Orioles set down in order. And we're back onto the third inning. Here's Leody Taveras. That one ran inside, almost got him. Looking to get the tying run on base. Way inside. That one to first. O'Hearn steps on first for the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Simeon takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. A one-run lead. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Henderson in plenty of time to first, and Simeon is out. So now it's Corey Seager.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
New pitcher on here, John Means.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. The hit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is downstairs.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either. Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
2 outs, runner at first. Now the left fielder, Evan Carter. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Rangers, Wyatt Langford.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boo. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
So a change being made at first base. On a pinch run, Ezekiel Duran. Wouldn't chase that time.
That's a big run over there at first base. He's got some speed. Let's see if they send him.
Duran, the runner at first with 2 gone. They're down to their final strike.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the...
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. On to first, ball game. And the Orioles use 2 pitchers to combine for the shutout. The final 1-0 as the Orioles win this one for Chris Singleton and our entire. Here's the veteran second baseman, Marcus Semien. The pitch. Very high with that one. And we are underway. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Man, I'm excited we get to watch Burns work today. He knows how to dominate lineups and how to pile up strikeouts throughout the game. You know, Boog, the big reason for that success is the slider he has. It's one of the best in baseball.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit-by-pitch to lead off the inning.
Well, this is a rough start to the inning. It's easy to feel like you're on an island on the mound, but he knows his defense is there to back him up.
There's a swing and a miss.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Checks his swing. Now an appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. The pitch. And that's too high.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
With the go-ahead run at first, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. On the ground right side, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
I think 4, 6-3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes, because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play, but right there, very well done.
The pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1-2.
Got him looking. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Bottom of the first. And into the box for Baltimore, Gunnar Henderson. The shortstop takes the ball. DeGrom, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a 2-seamer.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
That clips a corner.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
That's down and in. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
No, that's a really dangerous base runner to put on first, especially in a tie game. Now there might be some consequences coming from that mistake.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Nobody out. Runner at first. Fouled off down the right side.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball clean.
Here goes the runner. Fights it off. You'll see another. And the righty deals. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Runner at first with no outs here. DeGrom checks the runner. Henderson back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Runner goes again. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. In the air, right side. Garcia gets there. He's under it. Drops into the glove. Runner tagging for first. Now he throws on the brakes and returns safely to first. Anthony Santander at the plate. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Young fires across the diamond. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you...
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. He was caught in between there, and they'll tag him out the baseline, and that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Adolis Garcia.
0-1.
The 0-1.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Next offered in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Strike 3, got him swinging. 1 away. Now it's the DH, Josh Smith. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
1 strike.
Good eye in that spot. Kenny Jansen doing home plate duties in this one.
Not a huge strike zone from Jansen, so he can't really be called a pitcher's umpire, but he does like the bottom part of the strike zone. We may see some pitchers steal a few strikes down there, especially the ones right below the knees. That's if their catcher can present it properly. Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here comes the 0-1. And ball 1. In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. And the pitch. Got him looking. 2 gone. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. And fouled off. Smith off of first with 2 away. Runner on the move. In the air, right field. Santander in pursuit. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's going to be Colton Cowser. Now the right-hander ready to go. Still no score. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. No outs. Runner at first. Here's Adley Rutschman. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. And the 0-1. Double play ball to second. Over to Seager. On to first. Out. Double play. Just got it there in time.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Ryan Mountcastle in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And there's the strike.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Ground ball up the middle. Simeon toss over to first. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. And we're back. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. And here's the catcher, Jonah Heim. Pitch misses inside. And that's ball 1. That one missed.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Henderson over to first in time. Gets the catcher by a step. Here's Leody Taveras.
Well, Boog, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. And a pitch. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Go to second. Ow!
Wow, what an incredible throw right there. And he might not have had time to get to his feet and catch that runner.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Bottom of the inning. And into the box for Baltimore, Ryan O'Hearn. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 0-1. Wouldn't chase that time. And a swing and a miss.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
That misses the zone. It's 2-2. That one is absolutely belted. That's a hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Making a move at first, and here's the pinch runner, Jackson Holliday. Jordan Westburg swings through it for strike one.
No ball. One strike.
And he pumps it a strike. With the winning run on at first. Here in the last half of the third.
1-2.
Hung up in a rundown now. And they tag him out. And a swing and a miss. That's the second out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And there's a ball. And that's in the dirt. Still tied at 0, last of the third. Next offering down low and in the dirt. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's the third out, and we'll play. Now into the ball game on defense, Austin Slater. He takes over as the new first baseman. Corey Seager now at the plate. And here it comes. Fly ball down the line, and no one can get to it. It's a foul ball.
1-1.
Squirts away a little bit. The tag at third, and he's out.
Well, you want to see guys aggressive out there on the base pass, but you also want to see them smart as well in making their decisions. And right there, couldn't really tell how far away that ball was. So if that's the case, you got to shut it down. He gets caught stealing there, takes himself out of scoring position.
Score at 5-3 for the second out with the third baseman shifted over there. Carter, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
He's got a rare skill set out there on the mound, even when he's low on energy.
And it's down on strikes. Bottom of the fourth, and now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. DeGrom back to work. 0-1.
Now tried to bunt for a hit right there, and you can tell he's trying to get something, anything going offensively.
Strike two.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
1-2.
This one in the dirt. To second, and he's just back in time. He was thinking about third there, no doubt. That's hard hit on the line. He's got it. Runner tags and goes to third.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Nathan Eovaldi. In the dirt, but kept close. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Swings and misses. And that is strike two. Flails at that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a huge strikeout right there. Big second out. Infield was in. They were playing the full court press, and he got the swing and miss. Keeps this one tied. This next at bat should be a lot of fun. The odds of wiggling out of this just went up considerably.
Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
1-2.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. The winning run at third. And here in extra innings. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Over to Lowe. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here is Adolis Garcia. Now on the bump, Felix Bautista.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Got him. And one away.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Smith swings through it for strike one. Tried to check his swing, appeal to third, and he won around. Just enough that time. The 0-2. Got him. 2 away. Here's Josh Young. Caught looking his first time up. Here's a high fly ball out to center. And that's the 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Colton Cowser. Yeah, the right-hander back to work. That's outside. And that is ball 1. And another ball. Bunting, and it's in the air. On the run, throw to first. One attempt doesn't work. They get the out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
1 down. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Grounded out his first time up.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. Line to right, base hit. In comes the winning run, and they will walk it off in extra innings. Ready to go? So digging in now for Philadelphia, Trey Turner. There's a strike.
0-1.
This one in the air, center field. Judge makes the catch. And there's one down. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. And Mike Fillmore right on it. He says he held up. And that skips into dirt.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
Swings through that one out in front that time. The count 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Just a little too quick on that front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And there are 2 down.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Cut on and miss, struck him out. And a nice inning of work there. We go to the bottom of the first. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe. There's a strike.
0-1.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit-by-pitch to lead off the inning. And now it's Juan Soto.
I don't care what some players might say. Nobody likes getting hit by a pitch unless you're in an 0-2 count and there's a knuckleballer out there on the mound.
Kicks and fires. And that one is inside. Volpe aboard here at first with nobody out. Late with the swing there.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Pitch misses. Ball 2. Rudder takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw. Tag. Ow. A bullet from JT Realmuto. And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. 2 outs, base is empty. Not the best swing that time from the first round pick.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this.
And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, clearly that one just got away from him. Everything was going so well in this inning, and we'll see if he can get back into the strike zone here.
In the air on the infield. Boom. Under it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. We move on to inning number. And we're back. New inning getting started. Digging in, Bryce Harper. Strike 1.
0-1.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. There's the splitter in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Gets to it. On to first. Gets him. One away on a drop 3rd strike. And now it's Alec Bohm. That misses. Ball 1. Down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. That one misses in the dirt. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. 1 down, base is empty. That's down and in. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
Bryson Stock swings through it for strike 1.
1 strike.
That misses, and that's ball 1. Fouled off. He was late. With the go-ahead run at first here at the top of the second. Just off the inside edge.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And now it's 3-2.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion.
Runner on the go. And that one hit to first. On the run, sent it over to first. Nicely done for the out.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
JT Realmuto steps in. And ball one. Boom. At second with 2 down. And it's 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you got off.
Wow, that's strike 3 and the third out. So. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Stanton now. Swings through that one.
Well, you can't offer it that pitch in an 0-0 count. It's a strike, but not every strike is a good strike early in the count.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Down the line, it's a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Entering is the pinch runner, Jason Dominguez. This one kicks away from Realmuto. Save! He beats it! Dominguez into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Go ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's one. Gleyber Torres up to the plate. Runner on the go. Fought off foul. Man at first, one away. And the next pitch is way outside. Runner on the go again. Oh, right to the backstop. Chisholm into scoring position on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility. Man at second. And that one fouled off. 0-0 here in the bottom of the second. Runner on the move again. Bounce to the left side. Into the outfield base hit. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there, coming back in that at bat.
Here comes a pitch. Foul ball there. Left-hand hitter waits. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop at it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count is filled up. And it's through for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds it second with 1 gone.
Couple of singles back to back. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
That one way inside.
This guy's seen 2 changeups in a row. Could be a little vulnerable for a fastball right here.
Step off, throw to first, and he's back in easily. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. 2 on, 1 out. And that one almost hit him. In the air, left field. Sizes this one up. He's got it. And there are 2 outs. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Pounding ball here, rolls foul. Double steal. Up the middle, Turner. Tosses to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But the RBI single pushes across. So remaining in the game defensively, Oswaldo Cabrera. He'll be the new left fielder after entering the game as a pinch hitter. So they turn things over to the righty, Jonathan Loaisiga.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different.
Oh, that got him. And that'll put the tying run on base to start the inning.
Well, that can certainly jumpstart an offense. The hit by pitch right there, and now they'll have the opportunity to make it really hurt on the scoreboard.
Now only 1 out remaining. So the lineup flips over, and the batter will be the shortstop, Trey Turner.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Went too far that time. It's 1-2.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Ground ball, and this should do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Yankees hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. 1-0 the final. They hang on to win it by a run. About to get started here. And today's starting pitcher, Mark Leiter Jr. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe 2 at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
Next offering is in the dirt.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
That one in there across the letters. Oh, that got him. First batter of the game is hit by the pitch. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here.
Well, that gives them a runner, and maybe they can turn it into something more. With nobody out, a lot of things can happen here in this inning. Man, it seems like his control has just totally left him out there. He hits the guy, then immediately throws a wild pitch to move him into scoring position. I'm sure that's a lonely feeling out there on the mound right now.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 strike.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike. Phillies fans want a strikeout. In the dirt, down to second, but he dances back in safely. Hand up as he asks for time at the plate. Swing and a ball popped up. Makes the grab, 1 down. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Now one out to right. And that'll fall for a base hit. Coming home. He scores and they have the lead. 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
Castellanos leads off first with 1 away. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Line drive, base hit. Judge hustles it back in. Stop sign goes up at third, and the bases are loaded. So bases loaded with one away. And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. Golden opportunity right here. Strike one.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. Gets a piece and stays alive. Just misses there.
It's a good take.
And another ball. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. First offering misses badly for ball one. Check swing. Now a look down to first. No, he held up. 2-0. And fouled off. 2 outs. Fought off foul. And he asks for time now. Chance to take a breath with the bases loaded. Righty delivers. Lined in the left center. Should be extra bases. One runs in. A second scores as well. Headed for the plate. He's in there. 3-run score. And they lead by 4.
Well, that at bat had a lot of pressure riding on it, so really great job coming through right there. It's got to feel.
New pitcher for the Yankees, Tim Hill.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Into center and a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's 5-0.
Comes through with the RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Johan Rojas at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one.
This guy's got such a good sinker as a hitter.
Runner on the move. There's a ball. Throw to second. Save.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Runner at second, 2 down, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. That one just misses.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Anthony Volpe, as the lefty gets to work. And first offering is fouled off. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Well, I like his intent there to be aggressive with the slider and make sure he got it inside, but he just yanked it across his body. A little too much horizontal rotation with the upper body instead of north-south.
Swing and a miss. And now it's even 1-1.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S.
There goes the runner. Swing and a miss. Realmuto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base. Here is Aaron Judge. Big time power. And Judge spoils that one. Man at second. That's out to center field. Sizing this one up. Makes the catch for the out. So man aboard. And here is Anthony Rizzo. Runner breaks for third. Swing and a miss. Caught up now trying to get to third. Puts the tag on him, and that's the inning. Top of the second, Trey Turner at the plate. The pitch. That's a strike. And it's strike two. Line drive, caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. And they add to the lead. It's 6-0.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Verdugo makes the grab. 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. Here's Harper now. First pitch just misses.
This hitter loves attacking the first pitch, so not giving him something to hit is a good move.
And now 2-0. 2 down, nobody on. On its way to the corner. And that's a foul ball. Swing and a miss. 2-2. That's a little bit low. Time called now before the payoff pitch. To the backstop. That's ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Man at first. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. And a foul ball. The 0-1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
1 ball.
In the dirt. Runner holds. Count goes to 1-2. To the right side. Torres handles. And that is the inning. Bottom of the second. Here's the veteran first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
0-2 now. And that's in the dirt. And that one's a little bit low. The count now 2-2. The wind of the pitch. Good job to fight that one off. And now the lefty. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. And 1 out now. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1 strike.
1 out, base is empty. In the dirt. And 1-1. On the ground. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Throw in the dirt, and he can't come up with it. Man at first with 1 gone. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. Substitution being made at first. On to run for the Yankees, Jason Dominguez. Swings through that.
0-1.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. Over to Turner for 1, but safe at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Gleyber Torres now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Chisholm leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that's down and away. Next offering in there for a strike. 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. On the ground right side. They take the force out. That is the inning. All set for the start of the inning. This is Bryson Stott. Swings and chases a low one there.
You know, these Phils really producing with runners on. It's been a right place, right time kind of game for them. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
Backed off the plate that time.
On top of that, they haven't left many guys on base, so they've been efficient getting runners on and finding ways to bring them home.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Leadoff hitter gone in the 3rd. And now it is JT Realmuto. And a big swing and a miss.
No ball. 1 strike.
And that's downstairs and outside.
1 ball. 1 strike.
The Phillies up big in this one. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Next pitch is downstairs. Slider misses outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
1 down. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Marsh.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Man at first, 1 away. And a swing and a miss there. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Popped up. Torres on the move. And there's 2 away. And digging in for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. He's 0 for 1. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Jonathan Loaisiga.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Outside low, and the count is 1-1. And that one lifted in the air center field. Sizes this one up, and that'll do it. Here's Alex Verdugo. Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off. Oswaldo Cabrera. And a pitch. And that's in the dirt. Ball 1.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Swing and a miss. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
And another ball. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. Back to the top of the Yankee order. Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
The shortstop takes the ball.
1-2.
Hard hit left side. Turner with the throw to first. Yankees with only 1 out remaining. Here's Juan Soto. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That misses the zone. 1-1. 2 outs. That one missed.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
On the ground. And it goes just foul. The Yankees down to their final strike. Right side, and this should do it. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Phillies take this one in a blowout. 6-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for Jose Altuve up to hit here. As he turns on the rubber with that good live arm deliverance. 101 on the gun, swing and a miss. Now 1-1. Right-hander kick steals. That one in triple digits.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Down. 1 away. Now it's Corey Seager. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. Pitch misses, and that's ball one. 1 out, base is empty. Next offer in there for a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And there's a ball. The 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. That one way inside. Full count pitch will have to wait. Time called to the plate. Kicks and deals. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Juan Soto down. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Just missing there. Now 1-2.
1-2.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Trey Turner. The shortstop takes the ball. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's off the mark, and a count 2-1. The lefty fires. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Check swing, went around. 0-2 now.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
First 2 hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. We head to this new inning getting started. Here comes Aaron Judge. The wind of the pitch. Misses outside, and it's 1-0.
No strike.
Swings through that one. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack, sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where the pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
1 ball.
Second inning here, no score. Not even close there. 2-1. Wouldn't chase that time. And he walked him.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
One down, runner at first. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Here comes the 0-1. And that one gets past the catcher. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And a pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do.
Intentional walk here with 2 out. They set up a force at any base to end the inning. So first and second with 2 outs. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Swing and a miss as he was late.
No ball. 1 strike.
And it's strike 2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
At the belt and fires. In there. Got him looking for the K. Throws him with. Back at Globe Life Field. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. A little out front there as he swings through it.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
That one not close. And that is ball 1. That's down and in. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
3-2. Got him. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. First pitch not close. All tied up, bottom half of inning number 2. On the ground to first, and he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket. Way inside, and that hit him. And now it's William Contreras.
Well, now the best way to make them feel the pain is scoring from first. Look for a good secondary lead and an excellent jump when the ball's in play.
Swings and misses. 0-2. And that's a fair ball. Makes the turn at second, heads for third. And that's a double.
Well, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Down to go ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity.
That smash towards center. Yelich out on the play. Both runners tagging. The run comes across, and the National League scores first. It's top half of the 3rd inning. Now the left fielder, Kyle Tucker. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swings over the top of that one.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
The wind and the pitch. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And the right-hander deals. That one misses. And it's 2-2. The wind to kick the pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Altuve swings through it for strike
No
one.
ball. 1 strike.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Gunnar Henderson. And this is a big at bat in this ball game. And that one is in the dirt. And the count even 1-1. Just missed. That one ripped but foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just
Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
So they bring on the veteran, Chris Sale.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Bobby Witt Jr.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
2 down, nobody on. And now it's even up.
1 ball. 1 strike.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Sale is just 1 strike away. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-2. And another ball.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
Ground ball up the middle. Marte. Throw to first. Ball game. And the National League used 2 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
So much rides on each and every at-bat in these 3-inning games. It's like the playoffs. Sometimes all it takes is one big swing and some great pitching to come away with a quick 1-0 win.
And a 1-0 final score here in this one. They hang on to win it. Baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show brings you the MLB All-Star Games. It's the American League All-Stars and the National League All-Stars. Ready to go now? Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. And that's outside. And the MLB All-Star Game is underway. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. 1-2 now. Altuve waits. And it skips in the dirt. That one misses. And a full count now. Outside, and that is ball 4. And here's Corey Seager to hit. That one at triple digits. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that
swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. 1 gone here.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters. And
1 at second, and that's 2.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
Trey Turner at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball one. That one missed. The pitch. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. The pitch. And that one ripped to left. Makes a nice sliding catch.
You know, Boog, as an outfielder, you have to do whatever it takes to get to the ball in time to make the catch. Some slides aren't as challenging as others, but I wouldn't consider that play an easy one. Good work out there.
Ketel Marte in the box with one away as he takes ball one. One out, base is empty. There's a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And that's down and away. That one fouled off, 2-2.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Perez on the first, out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
Look, he just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. 2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss there.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Time asked for at the plate. Maybe an attempt to break up the rhythm that he's got going on the mound right now. Whoa, they threw that one behind him. Well, that was a scary one, and he's not too happy about it. Siggy, he's having some words down there.
Yep, and as a hitter, you're in a very vulnerable spot standing up there with a ball flying towards you. So regardless of the intent right there, you're not just going to stand by and let that happen without saying something. Now, hopefully they've had their words about it and can move on with the game.
Well, plays made there, and that retires the side. Second inning set to go. And now, Aaron Judge. Right field, down the line, and that one slices foul. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2. Joe McDonald doing the home plate duties here.
Well, Joe's an interesting one.
Slider got him for strike 3.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. And he swings over the top there.
0-1.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Really good, hard bite to that breaking ball for the strikeout right there. I mean, he was able to bury it down below the zone, and that's throwing the pitch with conviction. Good thing for the pitcher, he's not going to miss in the zone, and that's where you get hurt. Excellent execution with 2 strikes. That could be a big weapon for him in this start.
Up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. AL down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back in Arlington, we head to the bottom of the second. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. And the first offering is not close. Swings through that one for strike 1. And he deals. And a count 1-2. The pitch. And that's in the dirt. Got him swinging.
Well, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths, it's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
That one the other way. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes. Now it's Christian Yelich. Left-hand batter waits.
1-1.
And ball one. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Squirts away a little bit, and the runner stays where he is. Swings and misses. And now 2-2.
2 strikes.
And another ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Contreras off of first with 2 away. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd, scoreless game. And now the veteran third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Skeens back to work. And that skips in the dirt.
1 ball, no strike.
Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour.
1 strike.
That one at triple digits. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Tosses to first and 1 away in the top of the 3rd. And now Salvador Perez. Strike 1. Top of the 3rd, no score. And he chases that one below the zone.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
And a pop-off, right side, foul territory. Harper drifts towards it, reaches over the wall, and he's got it. Here's Kyle Tucker, known for his late-inning heroics. He was late there, strike 1.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
And that's in the dirt. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. As we go to the last of the 3rd. And here's the veteran outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Off the mark there. And it's 3-0.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire to give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. And now it's 3-2. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. He walked in, and that will keep things going.
Well, that could be a tone setter for the inning. 4 straight pitches and leadoff batters on base. We'll see if the next guy waits until there's a called strike before he takes the bat off the shoulder.
Winning run at first, nobody out here in the last half of the 3rd.
Well, interesting strategy there. He must have seen something after that first pitch. Didn't attempt to bunt, but here on the second one he does.
2 strikes.
Right through there, got him. And now 1 away.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
And that one fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Now a drag bunt, third base side. To short, could be two. Off balance feed, there's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Looks like we've got a substitution at second. Coming in as a pinch runner, Jarren Duran. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. American League making a move for a pinch hitter, Gunnar Henderson. And he's got the go-ahead run out there in scoring position for him. And the right-hander back to work.
Yep.
Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Outside, and 1-1. Man at second. Swing and a miss at 99 miles an hour.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
Throw to second, safe. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Go ahead run on base. Seager stands in now. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Well, right now this battery is seeing the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and often. So gotta be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
Checks his swing. Now would appeal to third. No swing. Just held it back there. And a ball and 2 strikes. Runners on the move. Throw to third. Safe. Double steal.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. It wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
Base hit. 1 run is in. The second run scores, and they take a 2-run lead. And now it's Juan Soto. They go with one of their more experienced arms in this spot, Chris Sale.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Substitution now at first base. Pinch running here, Bobby Witt Jr. Got a good eye there.
2-0.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering in there for a strike. Now 2 balls and a strike. He swings and fouls one off. Sale ready. Runner on the go. Got him swinging. Low throw and he can't take it out. Safe at second, and that was not close. Aaron Judge at the plate.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Intentional walk coming here, and that sets up the double play possibility with 1 away and runners at first and second. Now it's Yordan Alvarez.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Anthony Santander. Runners at first and second for him with 1 down. And there's the strike. Double steal. This one in the dirt. No throw. Double steal. They're both safe. Second and third, 1 away here in extra innings. Flails at that one. It's a strikeout.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time.
Robert Suarez takes over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And that one sliced foul. The 0-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these out.
Runners on the move. Pitch misses in. Oh, the throw is over his head. He'll score easily. It's 3-zip. Two outs. Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. A massive home run. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-zip.
Man, he looks like his dad out there hitting home runs.
Ramirez, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Yeah, he doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So coming into the game now on defense, Jarren Duran. Also into the ball game, Marcus Semien. He'll play second. Ketel Marte up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. And here it comes. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Right down to shoot, and it's 0-2.
These fans, they are ready to cheer about something.
Ball 1 there.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Off the mark there. And the count is even, 2-2. In the dirt, and the runner holds. Time called now before the payoff pitch. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Here's Bryce Harper. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
On the ground right side, and foul ball. Close but called a ball. 1-2 to count. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Turner leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Goes down looking.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Tatis stands in here. Takes ball 1 low. Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
The 2-1. And another ball.
3-1.
Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Grounded out his first time. Tyler Anderson will take over here.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
They're down to their final strike.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
First and second, 2 down. And here in extra innings. Pinch hitter coming on, Elliot Ramos. Looking for a big hit with 2 out, runners at first and second. Anderson is just 1 strike away. This one smashed down the right field line. And that's just foul. Time called. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. 2 on, 2 outs. Pitch misses there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one back there. And out of here. And they get a few back. It's 5-3.
Just relentless. This team will not quit.
Contreras in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Swings through that one.
1-1.
They say you win.
1-2.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No swing. He held up. Carl Dixon with the call there. The pitch. And downstairs.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
2 low, ball 4, and he's walked another.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
That misses. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball.
With
1
the
strike.
tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Fastball for a strike. The next offering misses. And the count's even at 2.
2 strikes.
Got him, and that's the ball game. A 5-3 final score.